hundreds of different types of beers and ciders to try. Londoners certainly won't go thirsty when they visit this annual festival in West Kensington, which opens its doors to the public this afternoon. However, you might want to think twice about overindulging if tough new government guidelines are anything to go by. At the start of this year, the Chief Medical Officer, Dame Sally Davies, advised that there is no safe alcohol consumption level, something that the organisers of this event have, of course, you might not be surprised to hear, disputed, calling for the government to change those tough guidelines. I'm joined this afternoon by Ian Hill. He's the organiser of the Great British Beer Festival. Ian, it won't come as any surprise to hear that you're disputing these guidelines.
No, that's absolutely right. I mean, it's not that we don't think people's health is important. We absolutely do. But we think safe, moderate drinking is not just something to enjoy. It's something to celebrate. We think Britain's got a great heritage of brewing. That's what we're showing at the Beer Festival here, and we see no reason why people shouldn't be able to enjoy that.
Talking of which, tell us how you're celebrating that this year.
Well, I think probably the thing that would be most interest to your viewers is that we're a national festival. We want to support brewing from across the country. But of course, we're based in London. There's no denying it. And we want to celebrate that too. So this year, for the first time, we are displaying bottled beers from London, which means we've got some breweries that we wouldn't normally see. So I think London visitors particularly will find us especially interesting this year, something maybe they haven't seen before.
And this festival back for, I think I'm right in saying, the 40th time this year, or in its 44th decade, I should say. How has it developed over the years?
Oh, well, it's changed beyond all recognition. I mean, even the 25 years we've been in this venue at Olympia or Earl's Court across the road, it's just changed out of all proportion now. We're up to hundreds of beers from across the country, from across the world, in fact. The scale is just so much bigger than ever before. We've got, we hope, maybe as many as 50,000 visitors. We've got an awful lot of beer. We've got around about 1,000 volunteers. And it's just, well, it's bigger than ever.
Am I right in saying it's 4 decades?
It'll be 40 next year.
So not far off. Ian, thank you very much indeed for joining us. And the Great British Beer Festival opens its doors here in West Kensington to the public this afternoon. Meanwhile, back onto that topic of safe drinking, and the Department of Health have told London Live News that the alcohol guidelines give people the latest and most up-to-date scientific information so that they can make an informed decision about their drinking. This was the most comprehensive look at all the evidence on alcohol in 20 years. We're joining you live this lunchtime at Olympia, bringing you a preview of this UK's biggest beer festival.